It's the year 1985, and Back to the Future is taking the world by storm. The film follows Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, who accidentally gets sent 30 years into the past in a time machine built by the eccentric Doc Brown. To do that, the film uses a car. Not just any car. Doc Brown didn't choose a Mustang or a Ferrari. No, he picked a DeLorean. DMC-12 to be specific. A stainless steel sports car with those eye-catching gullwing doors. As the movie unfolds, the DeLorean becomes almost as iconic as the characters themselves, cementing itself in pop culture as the time-traveling car of the 80s. And it became a huge success as sales skyrocketed and its performance in the real world was almost as good as in the movies. Except not really. As you could imagine, the real DeLorean wasn't capable of time travel. Shocker, I know. But that's not its only flaw. The car was designed by this guy. He is also responsible for such great car designs as Ferrari 250 GT and Iveco Daily. It was built using a fiberglass body with panels made from stainless steel fixed to it, which means that the cars were not painted. That should be good, no? I mean, space shuttle fuel tanks stopped being painted and it saved them around 150 kilos. That would work, but stainless steel weighs around 3 to 5% more than regular. Now that's not much, but 5% here, 5% there, and suddenly you have a car that weighs 100 kilograms more than it should. And with that, we can move to the next questionable design choice. They gave it a rear-mounted 2.85-liter V6 engine, making 130 horsepower, in a car that weighs more than 1.2 tons. This is truly a marvel of American engineering. As you can guess with that information, for a sports car it was pretty fucking slow, with a 0 to 60 time of 8.8 seconds according to DMC and around 10 seconds according to everyone who wasn't trying to get rid of a piece of shit junkyard special on wheels. They just spent 175 million in R&D costs. The suspension was fully independent, with double wishbone in the front and multi-link in the rear. I can't really shit on anything here, except that suspension springs were made with low quality steel. But that leads us to the next point. Bad build quality. Generally speaking, the car was a bit too overcomplicated, mainly when it comes to the gullwing doors. Another distinctive feature of the DeLorean is its gullwing doors. The DeLorean features heavy doors supported by cryogenically preset torsion bars and nitrogen-charged struts. Although early production cars had fitment problems due to faulty striker plates and issues with weather seals, these were mostly tolerated because gullwing doors actually allowed occupants to enter and exit the car in tight parking spaces, as well as attracting attention from people nearby. Apart from that, there were a few recalls because of minor problems such as a sticking throttle. If you own a DeLorean and something broke, you had two choices. Either try to fix it yourself and hope you figure it out, or let the dealership worry about it. Now, in a normal car, if you have a warranty, there's a clear winner in this situation. But with our lovely ancient cybertruck, you kind of had an illusion of choice situation going on here, as DMC did not issue service manuals for the dealerships. And that great experience only set you back $25,000 in 1981, or 30 in 1982, or 34 in 83. Fortunately, for that price, there were surely some factory options to choose from. You could get an automatic for 650 more. That's it. One interior color, one body color, have fun. You can probably guess that all those things made owning a DeLorean DMC-12 a less than pleasant experience, and that led to the car being featured on many worst cars in history lists. When DMC finally realized that the engine might be a little bit underpowered, they had an idea to slap a turbo on this bad boy and call it a day. But the engineers at DMC were too busy. I don't know with what, but judging by their decisions and the time frame, it was probably coke. It was definitely coke. And DMC went to Legend Industries and told them, hey, so I have this engine that is a piece of shit. I want you to make it go... And also I want to keep the fuel economy the same, more power, wide power band and no sudden surge of power. And the Legends engineer looked at them and decided that, fuck, why not? So they made a twin turbocharged, twin intercooled. They made two prototypes as well as two single turbo versions, but these were boring. The twin turbo ones could do 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds and a quarter mile in 14.7 seconds. And then John DeLorean was so impressed he ordered 5,000 of these engines and wanted to make it a $7,500 option. And then they didn't even make one because DMC declared bankruptcy, which dragged Legend Industries and other suppliers along with it. So yeah, that's the story of a sports car that was better as a touring car but still a piece of shit. And if not Back to the Future series, it would have been long forgotten. Maybe if DMC made it a time machine like in the movie, they wouldn't have gone bankrupt.